How's it going, everybody? Level Them Diecast, bringing you Matchbox Jurassic World again. This is mix 2 for the singles. There is 9 models in the mix. Hopefully this is the last of the stuff. Not because I don't like Matchbox, I don't like the Jurassic World stuff, but because it's been mostly reissued stuff, which is just unfortunate. So we're going to start off with a reissued model right here. 97 Mercedes-Benz ML320. The camo version with the full top on there. There are 2 versions of this casting, the open top and the full top. This one's the full top. Nothing particularly fancy. We have seen this a couple of times. This is the debut one, L05 2018 right there. So 2018. And then this one is dated R18. R18 being the 2022. So we'll crack this open. I do believe this was also in one of the 5-packs this year as well. So there's literally not going to be anything different with this particular one. It is the brown camo with the kind of gray, black, and light gray kind of splotches all over it. Just taking a look at the previous release one, they do have the same wheels, same decos on the side. The reds are a little bit different on the taillight prints. It's pretty straightforward. Can't see the taillights from the back because those prints are done with the side pass. There is your details from the other side. Again, very straightforward, very in your face, so to speak. The prints are a little bit different in the front, but that could just be quality of prints. This particular one's a little bit off on the print too. The colors are definitely a little bit different. This one here on the right being the previous release, a little bit more light brown. This one a little bit more greenish brown, but I'm pretty sure the 5-pack one was like that too. So it is what it is. We're gonna throw this guy. Let's throw him right there. I have some I'm going to do for that top right there. All right, next, carry forward model off-road rescue rig. We have seen this one in the reissue as well, this year as well, but there was the battle version of this particular one. So we'll get this one out of here. This one has a moving feature, so to speak. These are your 2 previous releases, L09 again, 2018 for L, and R22 being 2022. So nothing different between the 2 of those. The prints on the wheels were a little bit different, but that's pretty much it. So we'll take a look at the most current one with the Comparo. So there is our brand new one right here. Of course, no date codes or nothing on that. This is the previous version right there on the top. The prints are the same. All that good stuff like that. Still has that pterodactyl on there. Wheels are the same. The colors for the plastics are the same. The cab cover color is the same. Nothing different with the bed. And of course, this casting is just not enough to have anything different with the base. So the bases are exactly the same between the 2 of them, which is definitely unfortunate. And then of course, this one does have just a little removable piece on there. Not really much. You can put something in there and then try to snap this back on the top. Maybe try to squeeze a dinosaur or something in there. And then you could say you trapped it or caught it or whatever. So there's that one. So again, just no day code. But that one was not in any 5-packs, I don't believe, if I don't remember correctly. Next one up is, of course, the Mercedes-Benz Unimog, the 97 U1300. This was in a 5-pack, so we've touched base on that one. If I remember correctly, there was no differences between that one, which was unfortunate. These are our previous 2 releases for this guy right here. This one is dated L46, again, 2018, and R22 for 2022. So again, we'll use our 2022 Comparo. The plastics on the cage are darker on the current one that we have now. I can tell that just right off the bat, but the rest of it is kind of bleh. The green's probably a bit darker, just overall for all the pieces on the previous release. But again, this one was in a 5-pack, so it's going to be the same details between the 2 of them. So if you're an ultra completist, you don't really need both of them. But you can, and then of course this does have a removable, sorry about that, removable cage that comes off the back. Nothing particularly fancy, just comes off the back, and then just snap it back on there. It was probably made removable so that they could package it up. Probably makes it a little bit easier to package up. Now, the last carry forward model we have, because we do have new stuff in here, which is good, but this is the last carry forward we have. Okay, so this is Jeep Wrangler number 18. Okay. This is your OG release right here. This one dated L05, of course. So this one came out 2018. So we're going to put that up there. And then we got a re-release of that one right here. This one is dated in 15. This one came out 2020. Put that one up there for 2020. That one actually came out in the main line, if I remember correctly. And then next one up right here, this one is P52 for 2021. So we got another one, so 2021. And then we got yet another one, this one for R13. So this would be early 2022. And then we got this one, which is dated R38, which is super late 2022. We got that one up there as well. And then we got this one right here, which is undated. There's no base coat on here. Nothing particularly fancy, but that is the most current one. To our current one, and yes, yet another Jeep Wrangler number 18. Number 7. Yes, this is the 7th time that Matchbox has re-released this particular deco on this casting, which is absurd. It's absurd. There's not going to be any different. There's been nothing different between these castings. I mean, they're just really good with their tampo prints. They're really good with the colors. There's been a little bit of color shade with the wheels, but that's pretty much it. The decos on the side are the same. This particular one just has a little bit lighter on the paint. It's not necessarily because it's a difference, just because that's quality of manufacturing. So very unfortunate. And then, of course, the base deets right here. Exactly the same between the two of them. Nothing changes. So this little bit lighter one was the one that was already in the collection. So we're going to put this one right there for yet another re-release. Now, let's get on to the new stuff. This is a brand new deco for this brand new casting right here. This is the InGen helicopter. We have seen this helicopter once already. It was in black. I think it was in solid black. But this is a new color. So we ended up getting 2 colors for this helicopter in the 2025 mixes, which is nice. It's a nice helicopter. So it looks good. Very modern, very sleek. This one looks significantly better than the previous one. This one has a lot of nice print on there for the blade. All the prints on the side there. Even has the number there in 293G. The blade spins on it, which is pretty nice. There's a window in there, but there is no interior. There's no particular landing gear or anything like that. And then, of course, there's no day codes or nothing on there because they don't do day codes no more. So that one does sit there. You just got to balance it just a little bit. Next one up, the Mission Team Patrol Craft. So we have also seen this one. This one was in a 5-pack, so this is a new color, though. The other one was like a black with some deco on the side. This one is gray with some deco on the side. But this was a new casting for this year. I think this is a pretty decent boat. I think it's tied to, LLC and Amblin, which means that they own the kind of the usage of the casting, which is really unfortunate. I wish Matchbox didn't do that so they could just use the casting for whatever they want. But I get it. It is what it is. It's fine. There's some deco on the hull, which is plastic, and some deco on that gray inside there, which is die-cast. A little bit of detail on the back. I mean, this casting does have some pretty good detail to it, but it's still just a boat, so it's really nothing particularly fancy. All right, how about a casting we have not seen in a very long time? Yes, this is the Hardnoze. This is a casting we've seen maybe twice. Generic casting, and not popular at all. This is supposed to be like a generic, kind of like a airport pumper, so to speak. The deco looks fine on this. It's pretty much all plastic. It does have a metal base on there, but the rest of the casting is plastic. No prints on the front. That would be the squirter nozzle there on the top. So, I mean, it looks like an airport pumper, but I don't know. This casting is just not very good. Never was popular, obviously. They only use it a couple of times, and it's fine. The fact that they brought this back for Jurassic Park means that we may see that casting at least one more time somewhere. That's in maybe a 5-pack or something like that, which would be unfortunate. All right, brand new deco for the Ford Explorer. Really cool to see a new one on here. So Jurassic Park number 4. This is unit number 4. Rebranded from the green. Redecoed up. So it looks good. Does have that kind of a matte finish to it. Kind of a textured finish like the Jeeps do, which looks good. Does have the canopy on the top, which is nice. This particular one says Explorer on the side, which is cool. Deco looks pretty decent. This casting's okay. Never been a huge fan of this casting, but it's fine. It's fine. Details in the front. I think this casting would look really nice without the big push bar on the front, and just a regular roof on the top. So unfortunately, they won't be able to do anything because, of course, it's licensed through, Amblin Entertainment. So, but it's nice to see a deco on that. Nice to see a new deco on that one. Also nice to see a new deco on this guy. This is, of course, the 6x6, the AMG 6x6. So really cool to see a new deco on this guy. There is your AMG. Of course, this model does not have an interior because it has that extra axle in there. This is for Camp Cretaceous. It's all dirtied up. It does have the same finish that the Explorer did, but this one's same color but different finish. It's very interesting that the finishes are very, very different. Actually, these are quite dramatically different in the finishes. And the scales are ridiculously far off, but it's nice to get a new deco on it. The red striping that goes over the top lines up very, very good. That looks good. There is a little bit of print in the front just for the Mercedes logo, which is nice. Ooh, it does have tempo in the back too. G63 AMG 6x6 with the taillights. That's kind of cool. Get a little extra tempo in there, a little bit of tempo on the top of the hood as well. Not too bad, not too bad. They kind of used a little bit of the extra money left over to paint up that 6x6. So there you go. That should be the end of Jurassic Park for 2025. Mix number 2 singles right there. We've covered all the 5-packs, all the good stuff like that. Check it out in the Matchbox playlist if you guys want to watch any of that other stuff. But we are moving on to 2026, and we'll see if Jurassic Park comes back. Who knows? Until next time, LMD, peace!